In July 1971, work began in Central Park on a plan to link the west side of Manhattan with the remarkable new East River crossing at 63rd Street. A vital link in the Metropolitan Transportation Authority's transit expansion and improvement program, this unique split-level four-track tunnel was begun in 1970 with massive excavations in Queensbridge Park and Welfare Island. Each of the four prefabricated tubes successfully made the long sea voyage from Norfolk, Virginia to New York, and then were lowered into a prepared trench scooped from the bed of the East River. In 1972, connections were completed between the underwater and land sections to make a continuous tunnel from Queens to Manhattan. The immediate future of this massive project lies, for the present, in Central Park. A crucial part of the MTA's ambitious program of adding 52 miles of new track to the subway system throughout the metropolitan region, this link will run under the park at an average depth of 65 feet, branching off to meet the IND subway at 6th Avenue and the BMT line at 7th Avenue. Subway planners face the challenge of getting this enormous job done with a minimum of inconvenience to the thousands of people who use the park daily, and with minimum disruption of the busy traffic around and through the park. In August 1971, MTA Chairman William J. Ronan helped place the panels of a decorative graphic fence along the construction site on 59th Street. This is one of many innovative touches in the MTA plan.
Well, Al, this is quite an improvement, don't you think?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Well, our thanks to you and the Central Park South Association, because we agree with you that when construction's underway, you don't have to look at ugliness. Now, I understand you people chose this particular design.
Yes, your agency has offered 8 or 9 designs that we thought this would be most fitting for Central Park South.
Well, we want to continue to work with the community and to reduce all of the negative impact, and we want to get this job done as fast as we can and as quietly, and we hope the noise isn't too much because we have noise suppressors on the equipment behind.
Provisions for noise control on this job are as stringent as any ever undertaken. Wherever possible, specially equipped machines, such as this double-muffled hydraulic crane, or specially manufactured ones like these whisperized air compressors, have been brought in to do the job. Noise levels are monitored to ensure that they don't exceed the prescribed limits set down by the Transit Authority. In most cases, construction noise has been kept well below the level of normal street traffic. As major construction gets underway, cutters and welders begin work on retaining walls for an open cut or trench, which will form part of the BMT link-up at 7th Avenue. Meanwhile, when lunchtime rolls around, the park is still a favorite place to eat a sandwich. Directly beneath Central Park South, with normal traffic moving overhead, another section of the excavation is in progress. The soft soil overburden is stripped away by various means to expose the bedrock below. This specially modified air-track drill bores a pattern of holes in the solid rock, which will be blasted out in layers. As the drill cuts deeper, new sections are added to the drill shaft, and drilling continues to the required depth. Topside, in one of New York's famous horse-drawn cabs, a visitor to the city enjoys a ride through the park. Rock drills are at work here, too, in the open cut at 7th Avenue, as this excavation is also carried out primarily by means of blasting. Once the pattern of holes for a shot is drilled, dynamite charges are wired and loaded into the blast holes. The hole is then stemmed or plugged with tamped sand in order to contain the explosion. That is, to prevent it from firing like a cannon straight up through the hole. With the placement of the heavy steel cable blankets, which serve to prevent a wide scattering of rock, preparations for the blast are complete. These chess players nearby may not even be aware that an explosion took place. The main section of the 63rd Street connection is excavated by rock tunneling methods. Blasting is done across the entire 620 square foot area of the tunnel face, and the rubble is then removed by giant scoop trams. As tunneling operations reached the Central Park Zoo, a major problem presented itself. Almost directly beneath the elephant house, loose rock was encountered. To avoid any further cave-in, the entire section was sealed with concrete, and the excavation proceeded through the concrete wall. To forestall any further danger of rock falls, a more painstaking technique is being used. Small tunnels or drifts are cut, individually braced, and eventually connected to form a complete roof support before the bulk of the rock is removed. Structural steel for the actual subway tunnel is now going up in the open cut. MTA engineers have added an oversized air duct above the main tunnel, eliminating the need for unsightly surface ventilators, which would mar the beauty of the park. At the open cut site at 6th Avenue, concrete placement is in progress. Transit mix cement trucks deliver their loads down a drop pipe into a hopper.